Welcome back to Manchester, England, where MMAJunkie is on the ground for UFC 204 Fight Week. Fight Week rolled on today with Media Day at the Manchester Exchange. We had pretty much all the fighters on the card in attendance, 16 of the 24, and we got the chance to speak with some of the big names, some of the lesser names on the undercard as well, but the most meaningful part of the day was the stare downs between the main event and co-main event fighters. Of course, Michael Bisping knows how to steal a show when it comes to a stare down, and he did not disappoint.
Here he is, Old Man Henderson. Good luck, God bless him.
Hendo!
Oh, don't worry, pal. I'm gonna kiss you with this. A little soft like that. Jeez, do a few sit-ups, mate. All that no TRT. That was easy. This stays right here, pal. Yeah. Good one.
Prior to the highly entertaining main event stare down between Bisping and Henderson, we had the chance to talk to some of the other fighters on the card, one-on-one interviews, all of which can be seen on MMAJunkie.com, but most notably was my conversation with co-headliner Gegard Mousasi, who fights Vitor Belfort on Saturday night. Mousasi has wanted this fight for a very long time. He's called Belfort out over and over, and during our chat, he gave me a little bit more background and explanation of why he wanted this fight so badly.
Vitor Belfort, I even trained with him before, and
What was that?
when Affliction didn't go through, we trained together. And he's a nice guy. I never mentioned I never gonna mention how the training go, but let's say I'm confident.
Also at UFC 204 Media Day, we had the chance to sit down with super prospect Mirsad Bektic, who returns to the octagon for the first time in more than a year on Saturday when he takes on Russell Doane, who is his third opponent. Bektic talked about his time off, what he was dealing with, and how he came to a starting realization about his career after being in a dark place.
I got injured because I ran myself down. I was in a dark place, even before the fight with Kawajiri, and I was letting my desire to win run me down. I was just going crazy. I was really isolated. I was focused, but it was different. And so this injury allowed me to step back, focus on other things in my life, and really appreciate fighting in the UFC. Really appreciate the opportunity that I get, and just appreciate all the other things in my life, and everything about me is about balance, so I learned a great deal of balance.
And that did it from day 2 on the ground here in chilly Manchester. Tomorrow we have the early weigh-ins where the fighters will hit the scale, and then of course later in the day the ceremonial weigh-ins where they will pose off and face off for the final time before fight night. MMAJunkie is here, will continue to be all week. Continue to check the site for updates on the ground, and we will see you guys tomorrow.